Good evening, good evening. It's Friday Night Live with matches 860. We got three in the house right now. Somebody open up that back door so that the other people can come in. Up seven now, that's good. Keep coming in. Hello there, Pipe Grump. Hello from Brazil. Pipes and kayaks. I was just texting you, talking to you. Yes, yes. Craig Stephen, thank you for coming in. Hello. Bodie Crocker. Inverted 311. How are you? Tamper Tantrum. Hello, Brad. Old Toad. What's up, dude? Blowing smoke. It's good to see everybody. Inverted 311 in the hospital. That's no good. Unless you're working. 40 in the house. We'll take it. Speaking of numbers, we just cleared 9,700 subscribers, which I am thrilled about. Sociology dude, how you doing? Craig Stephen. Oh, my Zippos. I gotta remember to set that up. I don't have them set up. Hello, Tinker Toy 701. So I gotta give you an update on my lawnmower situation. As you might recall, I fixed the carburetor. Everything was going great, and then I lost the self-propel, self-drive. So was ready to make the decision to throw the thing in the garbage. Then I figured I'd shell out a few bucks for a belt, and if that wasn't the problem, then I'd throw it in the garbage. So I watched these tutorials on replacing the belt. And the first thing you have to do is take the cover off near the front wheel where the belt turns the gear that turns the wheel and makes it go. So I take the cover off, and the first thing I did was tried to move the pulley that the belt was on. Stupid pulley didn't even budge. And of course, there's a cover over 75% of the pulley, so I had to take the cover off. As soon as I took the cover off, a stick fell out. It was a stick causing that problem the whole time. But the belt was 4 years old anyway, so there's no loss there. Put everything back together, and then all I had to do was adjust the drive tension so that the thing doesn't like run away when you first start the motor up. So that's done. Oh, we're smoking. Wait a minute. Haunted bookshop in a rusticated Bing's favorite with a nice cloud of smoke. And today we had a nice visit from the mailman who brought me some Toscano Classicos. Had these first over at Vinny's place, and really liked it. So I ordered a box because I couldn't find them locally. And for those who don't know, it's basically Kentucky dark-fired tobacco. They're made in Italy. There's a whole story behind them that Sarge loves to tell. Sarge is out, by the way, tonight playing in a band in Oxford, Connecticut. If you happen to be in Oxford, check out the nightclubs there if there are any. And let's see, I heard from Eric Blue Collar Pipe Smoker right before I came on. He's out with his dad. Sent me a picture. That was nice. What does Sarge play? I believe he plays the guitar. They play old surf music. I shouldn't say old because that makes me sound old. But Sarge will have to tell you about it one of these days. Good evening, Pat Lester. I'm smoking Haunted Bookshop in a Bing's favorite, which is rusticated. I have the smooth version as well. Hello, Pipe Tree. Law and Smoke. Greetings to you, sir. Smooth Piper. Peter, how are you? I have a shout out. Actually, Padre Piper signed me up for this. This guy made a video response to my girlfriend video, and he was kind enough to send me a link so that I could find him. His name is John. I'm probably going to hack this up, but it looks like Giannetti. Gionnetti. Look him up on YouTube. He's got 2 videos up. I think he has 4 subscribers. He'd love to have some more. So check him out. Yeah, that's his channel. Happy Friday to you. What's the yeah. Law and Smoke. It's a boat, like a sailboat anchor. Anchor, like you find on a boat. Boat anchor, not boat anchor. Even though I say boat anchor. Boat anchor. Boat and there you go, you got it. When I first put that video up, somebody else did the same thing, and they were like, this was really funny. What's a boat anchor? John Rutherford. Hey-ya. Well, you know what, Law and Smoke? It's sort of like when you hear a song and you think you knew the lyrics the whole time, and then you find out the real ones, and it really bursts your bubble. That happened to me. There was an old song back in the 60s called Arizona. I always thought it was Harry Soda. Oh well. Indianapolis. Quaker Piper. I got a story about Indianapolis. Before YouTube, I used to love to get on the computer and fool around with the flight simulator. And I think it must have been a day off. I had a lot of time on my hands. And I put together a flight from, I think it was Charlotte, North Carolina, to Indianapolis. And I made it a night flight on the computer. And what a beautiful sight it was. Heading into Indianapolis on the computer and the flight simulator, it was, I don't know, it was just one of those things. It was, everything came together. It was beautiful. It was a great flight. I don't remember if I landed without crashing, but it was a nice approach anyway. Desert Piper, how are you? And let's see. thought I heard from another person today. Is there a Craig in the audience? I usually get a couple of emails on Fridays asking if I'm going to be on. Updated everyday carry video, please. Nothing's changed, but I'll probably do another one because I'm running short on material here in my old age. I was going to go out today and do a video of I don't know what, but I got up and I just had no... Smoke and Briar, how are you? Had no motivation whatsoever. Somebody's listening in their car on the way home. Hey, we'll take you any way we can get you. Old Colony Piper. Ah, Fall River, one of my old haunts. Yeah, the humidity's about 95% here. It feels like we're in the rainforest. So yeah, I didn't do a video today, and for right now I've kind of had it with the work history videos. I'll continue on with those at some point, but just not in the mood this week. And when I was talking to blue collar pipe smoker there, Eric, he had just gotten his order from Pipes and Cigars, I believe it was. He got Velvet, Edward G. Robinson, and Old Joe Krantz. And he was telling me he was planning to do a video on those three, maybe review one of them or something like that, and then doing a shout out to the Artful Codger, telling him to get on and do a video, because the Artful Codger's videos are like heroin. You just can't get enough of them. Ben does such a great job. 69 seats taken in my 200-seat auditorium here. Cowdog 30. Jay Graham, thank you very much. Yes, I had another email from another person this week saying that they have nobody around them that smokes a pipe, and they love tuning in to these live streams because they feel like they're at least having a smoke with somebody. And yeah, I found that myself, especially when I go on and watch Public Piper, because our tastes are pretty much the same. Hello, Pipe Leisure. How's everything in Dartmouth, Massachusetts? Did I ever tell you that story about my ancestors in Dartmouth? They, Francis Cook was my ancestor, and he got hired by the Massachusetts colony to do surveying work, and he would go out and do surveying new areas, and the payment that he got was he would be given so many acres worth of land, and by the time he was done doing his surveying, he owned like half of present-day Dartmouth. It was unbelievable. And one or more of his sons ended up settling there. I don't know if there's any history of that there or not. So that was pretty cool. No new pipe cabinet for your work anniversary. No, actually what happened was, if I didn't tell this story already, they were in kind of a hurry to get my company vehicle off the books. And they offered me an early gift by selling me the vehicle for $1. 2013 Nissan Frontier. So, as terrific as it is and as it sounds, they probably made out very well, because now the truck is off the books for them, and it's not a liability, and it certainly isn't going to cost them anything now that I own it. So that's my parting gift. And the person who we're hoping is going to take my place in a year and a half starts Monday. Hopefully that's going to work out. $75 in the audience. The comment was, they don't know how I can walk a straight line after smoking Haunted Bookshop all day. You ought to try smoking Riverboat Gambler. Whew, that stuff almost gave me a heart attack the first time I smoked a bowl of it. Oh, I got a problem here with my chair. I have a little different setup here today, because I'm always sitting cockeyed to where the camera is on my iPad. So I think this is working out all right. Phoenix, Arizona. Geez, I bet it's hot out there. And I think my pipe is going out. However, we do have the Friday 7 LA. What should we put in it? Let's try something a little different. A London Burley, or London, yeah, Burley London blend. McBaron. I split this with the Sarge, because the Sarge had never had it. Joe Greenfield, how are ya? Been stuck at work late at night on Fridays. Sorry to hear that. Nobody should be stuck at work on Friday nights. John Rutherford, I don't know how you stand it down there. Especially the humidity, that's what kills me. What's my favorite tobacco? Haunted Bookshop, of course. What will you do in your retirement? You're the second one that's asked me that today. I have a couple of things I'm working on, and one of them is, and I'm trying to figure out all this on my iPad. My iPad has been a big help to me. One of the things I'm going to look into doing is YouTube full-time. I don't know. I'm not holding a lot of faith on that one. But there's a new retirement place opening up or being built right now just down the street. That's a possibility. The town that I live in, I got an application to put in for them. I've been toying with the idea of Lowe's, maybe stocking shelves or something. Something. Whatever I do, it's going to be fun and it'll be part time. I hope. But I'm going to really start working on this more as I approach the 1 year mark, which is February. So I hope to have a better idea of where I'm going probably by November this year. And of course, you can do all the planning you want, but if you don't get hired, it doesn't work out. So I want to have like a bunch of different irons in the fire. And technically, I've already figured it out. I can get through for a year and a half, which is how long I have to wait before I can collect my maximum amount of Social Security. So, worst case scenario is that I sit around doing nothing for a year and a half, and then from there on, hopefully I find something, if as long as I'm still able to walk around. Teach seniors how to. Oh, I thought of that too. That's another thing. I have like this whole list of stuff. Um, Working at the senior center, maybe doing some classes on photography or computers or iPads or that kind of stuff. Always wanted to teach, but I didn't want to go out and get a license to do it, which I don't know if you need a license in every state, but you do in Connecticut. 80 in the audience. Terrific. What's everybody else smoking out there? John Rutherford's mother's been teaching for 32 years. Ashton Artisans Blend. Yes, yes, that's another one of my favorites. Escudo. Still have never tried that. Pipe Grump. Innerdale. Cube Cut Burley. Pipe Writer. Old Dark Fired. Frogmorton Cellar. Northwoods. I haven't had Northwoods in a long time. Pipe Leisure. Yeah. Let me see. Sarge is going to retire. I think it's 2 years after I do. So maybe we could take our show out on the road. W.O. Larson, their stuff is among my favorites as well. Prince Albert, can't go wrong with that. Tinker Toy. Ready Rubbed. Plum Pudding. Ugh. That stuff is too good. Am I sad about McClellan's going away? Pipes and Kayaks. Lane Limited Ready Rub. I almost did that myself. I got that tin over on the, I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I hate the thought of having our choices limited by not having McClellan. I never got that much stuff from McClellan, so it didn't really affect me, but I'll be the first one to admit I think their Virginias were among the best that you could find. Red cake, yes. I have a pound of it, and I'm using it very slowly. That's what I used. Was yeah, last week I mixed up a special blend there with the cigar leaf and the cube cut burley. But for anyone who's interested, Cornell and Deal's 525 Virginia Ribbon is very good. I like that as well. Another Northwoods. Now, Northwoods reminds me of burnt marshmallows. Has a very nice taste to it. And this is tasting very, very good. Burley London blend has a nice smoky flavor to it. Yeah, someone else asked if I would show my tobacco cellar, and it's a mess. I mean, it's like, well, this drawer here is like, I got Carter Hall here, and I got, well, I don't even know what this is. This here is McClellan X90. What have I got here? Rum Flake, I think. Yeah, Rum Flake. I got all this stuff. It's all over the place. And then my main stuff is in a 2-drawer file cabinet. That's a mess. And then I've got all my canning jars in an old dresser back in the other room there. Thoughts on Brown Flake unscented? I'd be happy to give my thoughts, but I'm not sure which Brown Flake you're talking about. Is that Samuel Gowith? Gowith? What am I looking for? Oh, here we are. I have sitting on the floor. Say matches. Just got done sharpening mower blades and saw you were on. Everybody's working on their mowers. Doug Owen, how are you? Oh, well, let me see if there's anything else that I need to pass along. We did our shout, and July 4th is coming up, so we're getting ready to break out that bacon old fashioned again. And I do have at least one person who's going to smoke it with me. You won't see them, of course, but they'll be watching the video and smoking it at their own house. We're going to smoke the big piece of Kentucky leaf that's in there. It's got to be better than the rest of it. The airplanes hanging in the background from Danbury Mint They offered the collection some years back, and I went for it. The greatest planes in history, or something to that effect. I love pewter, so that's the main reason I got them. Thank you, Peter. Haven't done it yet, but it's coming. Bacon is meant for beans. Yeah, it sure is. One day I'm going to smoke the bacon and fall in love. You never know. Because I tell other people that say they don't like stuff, give it a few months. Give it a few months. Next live stream. Take it easy, guys and gals.